This table is now bleeding full. Gosh, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we'll figure it out. Let me grab the bags. I know a number of you are lovers of the bag, so I'll start with Cassandra here. Long story, but I wanted to buy the Chanel classic, the classic flap for myself for my birthday. I have the medium, the mini. I have the mini in the rectangular shape. There's a mini in the box, like the square shape, and then in the rectangular shape I have the black patent mini, and I've had that for years. It's such an old bag. I've had it for 7 years, 2014. Gosh, long time. And I've been wanting a larger one for a long time. I have owned it before in another life, and I sold it for survival's sake. And I've been wanting it back. I knew I wanted it in the beige. I owned it in the black. I wanted it in the beige this time. But the price increases at Chanel have gotten untenable. Like, it's ridiculous. Gosh, it's really telling of what the economy, the global economy is doing, because where many are truly suffering, clearly the market for real high-end luxury is growing. So the divide is growing, which is alarming and saddening. But yeah, I felt like that was just that I would not survive that purchase. Yeah, so I have to rethink my strategy. I'm thinking I might end up getting, because I still want a Chanel bag for 30. Some point in this year, God willing, I want to be able to buy a new Chanel bag. I'm thinking maybe the 19, because it's much more within my reach. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping to still be able to go to Paris when I'm 30. They're locking everything down, so I don't know. But if I am, maybe Chanel 19. In the meantime, in the between time, I got one that I had wanted, that was also on my list. Her name is Cassandra. If you've known me a long time, you know why that's meaningful in its own way. And I got her in white. I'm not really the biggest fan of YSL's beige leather. It's a bit too cool tone for me. It's actually very similar to my Kelly. So I just felt like, why do I need two bags more or less the same color? So that's the box. She's so pretty. This is what the usual YSL bags look like. But this is, to my understanding, this is holiday packaging for Christmas. I'm glad I waited, because I nearly got the beige the last time I was in Dubai. And I'm glad I waited, because I think this is a much more practical color for me. So we've got the bag in there, the dust bag. And then Cassandra, of course, she's all wrapped up. I'll have to assemble her, so they wrap her up nice and snug. Ooh. Beautiful. I really wanted the opium sandals, but as you can see, I was going a little nuts, so those will have to wait. Also till I can decide on color, because I kept going back and forth between beige and white. After I got this bag, I wanted everything to be white. Oh, you have to connect this thing, ma. There's a little job. And back in you go. And then she's got wrapping on the top handle as well. I thought that there was a practical size bag. It definitely won't fit my iPad, which I do prefer in a bag that's not teeny tiny. But they don't have a bigger size than this. And the one that comes in a bigger size is Sac de Jour, which I think is just too everywhere for me. Sac de Jour is too popular. I wanted something a little bit more obscure. Of course, it's not obscure. It has a big blooming YSL on the front, but just, I got it because I liked it, because she's cute. So there we are. I mean, that's her covering there. She's filled with paper, which I'll take out. They just have, you know what, let me just, layers of paper. And then of course the authenticity documents, all that. That'll come out later. Normally I keep all of those in a safe for all my bags together, like in a file. Yeah, Inside is black, which surprised me actually. I expect usually that these bags, they match the inside, but it's not my business, nobody asked me. Anyway, that's her. Really lovely purse. She's definitely going to get a lot of wear. I want to see how she does with oh, she has a pocket on the back as well. To slide your phone in or whatever. So that's her. I'm in love. Let me shut her. I'm really happy with this purchase. Still no buyer's remorse. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's gonna get a lot of views. Oh my goodness. I love you, honey. You're so pretty. Maybe you sit here next to mommy. Now that I have her, I'm thinking the black might not be a bad addition to the collection. Maybe. And then I went to Versace. Honestly, I didn't expect this to, okay, it's enormous. It's untenably huge. I have been interested in this robe for a long time. Poppy, of course, is running my life. Drake, oh my goodness, like I'm so in love with him. I'm so in love with him, and he's so toxic and problematic, but I'm just so in love with him. Since the first time he wore this, I've been interested in it, but I've never been able to see it in person and feel it because I've been concerned. It has so much. Okay, let me take it out. It has so much branding in the ooh. My goodness. Okay, this is not big girl. Okay, wow. Oh, survived that. It has so much branding in the fabric that I wasn't sure how soft it was, and I just think that luxury has to feel like luxury, so I wanted to feel it. It's definitely not downy soft, but it's much softer than I expected. Enough for me to make the move. I ended up getting white. They didn't have black in the store. Black, they told me, is the highest demand color, because I think because of all the wrappers. I do still think I might want the black in the future, but I'm very happy to have the white. It's the Baroque, it's called the Versace Baroque robe. Of course, because the Baroque printing, I need to be careful to not get lipstick on this, because that's not how we want to start our life here. So where is the top? Honey, okay. Looks like that. Lovely. Yeah, it's a lot softer than I expected. I thought it wouldn't feel as nice as it actually does. I do have some terry cloth robes that are somewhat softer, but I feel like once this has run through a couple cycles of the wash, it should soften up. It's kind of like a new towel. They get softer as long as you don't bleach them to death. And that's the belt. And that's the belt. And of course, very true to branding. Versace, ostentatious Versace branding on the belt. I think this is silk. It might be silk. Maybe it's just, I don't know what it is. And then it's got the flannel, the terry cloth on the inside. I love it. I just think it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Okay, that was the reason, because it's a vibe. Anyways, that's that. And then finally, I did go to Louboutin and get a pair of pumps. They had me back in their clutches. I went through a Louboutin phase earlier in life, and then got into custom shoes, and now they have me back in their claws. I bought 3 this year, I think, and I now have a few more on my list. I was going to say 2 more, but that's a lie. A few more on my list. They're just beautiful shoes. They're much more comfortable than they look, though that's me saying that because I have quite a high tolerance for otherwise painful shoes. People complain about shoes that I'm just like, what are you saying? Like the opium sandals, I tried them on. Everybody says these are the most painful shoes I own, and I was like, where though? Stiff wear. You know, so I have quite a high tolerance. I mean, I've worn heels consistently since teenage. I very illegally wore high-heeled shoes to school every day. I was getting yelled at Brookhouse by my teachers because I was head girl and I insisted on wearing heels every day because shoes always fit. I have had weight issues my whole life. I've been up and down my weight my whole life, so clothes don't always fit. Clothes don't always make me feel good, but I always feel good in shoes because shoes always fit. Fragrances always fit. Bags always fit. So I think that's why I'm able to justify buying luxury shoes and fragrances and bags because they always fit. I don't have any anxiety about, you know, I'll go and eat too many chapos for Christmas and the thing won't fit and I spend so much money, because that's not a concern, you know. Anyway, that's my little story. At my heaviest, I was over 100 kilos. Yeah, my weight is up and down. Anyway, so that's, I mean, standard Louboutin pump packaging. I did get what I went there for. Despite getting distracted by quite a few other beautiful shoes, I went and got a white pump, which is what I've been wanting. The ones I've been owning have been custom made ones that have completely fallen apart. So I needed white pumps, and I got Ariza. I love the style. I have these in nude that I got earlier this year, and I'm so happy to have the white ones. And I did indeed get my size. So those are a 39.5. I don't know if that'll focus. Hopefully it does. Yeah, gorgeous shoes. Quite comfortable. I generally find Ariza very comfortable. The closest that I've gotten to discomfort with Louboutin shoes is Kate, but they also happen to be my undoing. It's very hard for me to say no to a Kate because I feel like they're also the sexiest Christian Louboutin shoes. Yeah, but those are probably the least walkable of what I have. I have some pairs of Babygirls, I have a few pairs of Kate, and now a couple pairs of Ariza. And then I have also obscure styles. I have Decolette, some obscure when I was much younger and less systematic. And yes, for sure, Kate is the closest to uncomfortable for me. Though still I'll say, no matter how high shoes get, they're still quite walkable. I had bought the Lady Gaga shoes without the heel in uni, and I never really had a problem, you know. So maybe I'm not the best case study for what's comfortable and what's not. Anyway, that's it for my luxury haul. I hope that you enjoyed watching this. Since so many of you asked me to do it, child, I'm gonna go because this already looks too damn long. I'd be getting excited and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Love you, mean it. Bye.